Hey friends, welcome to TechR Studios. This is Ranveer. In this video, I'm going to talk about Omron CP1E series IO memory areas. So, as you can see in this picture, there are various kinds of memory areas. Let me select a pen. Okay. For instance, we can see like here, it's a memory area for input, a memory area here for outputs. CIO 100 for input, it was CIO 0. Then there are some user areas, which for most important one is work area, which is represented by W. Then a holding area represented by H. Then DM area represented by D. Timer area by T. Counter area, which is represented by C. Then there are some system areas like auxiliary area represented by A. Some conditional flags are also there, and some clock pulses are also available. So let's discuss in detail. Let me put this picture on side. So first of all, let's discuss about CIO area. First one is CIO area. It is control input output. CIO stands for control input output. For representation of CIO area, we just simply write down the word address. Let's say it's 0. Then to address a particular bit, we have to put a dot, or we can say period or a point, and then the bit number. As we know, in a word there are 16 bits, so we can number them from 00 to 15. So let's say it's 00. Then next will be 0.01 and so on. Also we can say 1.00. So all of these are CIO memory areas. In CP1E series, from 0 we have inputs, like they have said here, inputs bits starting from CIO 0, and for outputs it is CIO 100. For 100 we write it like this: 100.00 or 100.01 or 101.05 and 102.07, so on. So this is the way we use CIO, control input output memory area, in Omron CP1E series PLC. So let's erase this one, and now we will discuss about the second memory area, which is this one, work area. So second one is W. It is represented by work area. It is represented by W. So how we write it down? So first of all, we write it like we write the W letter, the letter used to represent this memory, W. Then the word address, let's say it's 0. Then we put a point or dot, 0 point, then the bit number like 00 or W 0.01, W 0.02, and so on, and it goes up to 0.15, and then after it would be W 1.00, W 1.01, and so on. This way we write down the W area. So one more thing I must make you understand is the W area, work area, can be represented in two ways. The first one was this one. It was bit addressable, bit addressing. Bit addressing is what? that we are writing down the bit number. This was the word number and this was the bit number, so it was bit addressing. We can also address this memory area in word addressing. Word addressing, how will address it in word addressing? We simply write down W0 or W1, W5, W10, W20, W23 and so on. So in this word addressing type, we only use the designator word and the word number, not the bit number. We only use the word number. So I think the word memory is clear. If you have any doubt about it, you can comment down in the comment box. I will release a new video for this explaining bit addressable and word addressable memory areas. So let's clean this area. One more thing I forgot to tell you is W area. I will tell it later on. Let me talk about the holding area. Next area is number 3 is holding area. It is represented by H. It is also bit addressable like this. Bit addressable like this. H 0.00, H 0.01, H 2.00, H 2.07 and so on. And in word addressable, it is written like H0, H1, H5, H15 and so on. So what is the difference for between holding area and W area is that holding area retains its status even after turning off the PLC. That means if we turn off the PLC, it will hold its status. Whether it was on, it will stay on. If it was off, it will stay off. However, in the case of W area, it loses its status. Like say if W bit was on, after we power it off and power on again, the W area would be vanished. Meaning is that the W area would be off the next time you see it. If you want to hold anything, then you have to use the H area. The next area is number 4. It is DM area. It is represented by D. It is not bit addressable, it is only word addressable. That means we can only write D0, D1, D10. We cannot write D0.00, it is wrong. This is wrong. We can't write it in bit addressable format. It can only be written in word addressable format. So next one is timer area. Number 5 is timer area. It is represented by T. It is both bit addressable. To write it in bit, we use T0, T1, T2. The T is the designator and 0 is the timer number. For timer number 0, we will use T0. For timer number 1, we use T1. For timer number 2, we will use T2. This was for using it in bit. Like for example, if we use NO in the ladder, we will write T0 here. So it will become bit version of this timer. So to represent in word, we also write it in the same format, T0, T1, T2. The just difference is we cannot write it in bit format. We mention it in the instruction, like move T0 to D5. So here it is word. If we using it in a word format, then it will become a word representation. If we write it in NO or NC, then it will become bit representation. So we write it similarly, but its meaning depends on the instruction we are using it in. So next one is counter area, which is counter area is used for counters. Number 6, I think. Counter area, it is represented by C. So as similar to the timer area, it is it can be used in bit format like C0, C1, C2. C0 is for counter number 0, C1 for counter number 1, C2 for counter number 2. It is used like this in a coil, not in coil. It is used in some NO or NC, like C0 we write it like this, or in word format we write it like C0, C1, similarly C2. And example is, let's say we are moving its value, use move C0 into D10. So it is word here. If we using it in NONC, it is bit. Next area is number 7, which is auxiliary area. It is represented by A. It is used for some special purposes like storing error logs, calendar, time and date functions, and so on. It is used like this: A 200.11, A 20.01. So it is written like designator, then this word, then bit number. Next area is condition flags. It is condition flags. These are written like P_ER for error flag. These are some conditional flags which are shown in the case of some error, or for example we are doing the comparison. For that we will use P underscore GT greater than P underscore less than LT, and so on. And then there comes 9th area, which is clock pulses. These are for generating some pulses of particular time unit, like say 1 second. It is P underscore 1 underscore second, P underscore 1 underscore minute for 1 minute pulse, and so on. So this is all that we have to do in this video. This was all about Omron PLC memory areas. For watching next videos, subscribe to my channel, and thanks very much for watching this video.